Hi, my fruity friends. It's the time again to spend some time together, and I'm really thankful for every each one of you to coming here and telling me you enjoy my videos. That means lot to me. That's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it to inspire people, to share with them what I learned throughout my life, and I feel like very grateful for help. I want to really thank again because um, it means so much to me, to the, how you call it, one of you with the nickname at Xcast number one. Thank you. Because we should all be thankful because this person helped me to improve the sound quality, which I was not even aware how bad it is, and or it was, I should say. And there is a hope more people come to join us and learn and share things, not only about the fruit, not only about the fruit. Anyway, thank you. Thank you all for beautiful comments, encouraging me to go forward, also giving me that mental strength I need so much at the moment because my life is not going as smooth as I would like to. And actually, at the moment, I'm very exhausted. And so please bear with me. I'm not fully charged and into my element because last 2, maybe 3 weeks were so intense on many levels, and I have to face a lot of negativities and to turn them into positivities so they don't crush me. And but also I have to deal with new people because I have to organize stuff because Mango didn't make a will, and it's my problem is with this computer. I'm learning things which I may share with you in a future so you don't do the same mistakes. And anyway, so I was, but yeah, and I learn who my enemies are for sure because I'm always doubt. I don't wanna say something if I'm not 100% sure, but now I'm sure, and that is in a way my relief because I know what I stand against, not I'm going to fight it. That's the job of my Father Almighty, the God of love. If somebody don't know, because this world has thousands of gods. So my God is the God who says, I'm the only one living God. The other gods are dead because they made of wood, they made of bricks, they made of gold. A lot of gold is used for those kind of dead gods. So today. And yeah, and I didn't finish. And there is a people like home care people, there people I have to deal with, like I have to deal with the lawyer, and the lady is just child of God, beautiful, beautiful person, and that come out through the discussion, and also anybody in the shops. Everywhere I go, because I needed to buy a few things in a different shops, everybody treats me well, and I treat them well, and I can see how that energy of love is so energizing for everybody involved. And this is what is my work in this world, to bring the love, God's love and God's truth in this world as Jesus did, because I follow his footsteps, because I am his disciple. If I learn anything which I didn't know when I was born, after I was born, I didn't learn nothing from this world. I always knew this is not what I'm looking for. Then when I got the Bible and I start reading it, I said, this is the wisdom I'm looking for all my life. And I keeping it like this, and I would never let go of it, doesn't matter what. Anyway, this is a different topic. Today I would like to, yeah, anyway, I want to share that with you because this is what keeps me going. And also because I was so busy, I didn't have the time to eat much. So I ate just a little bit of fruit night, like from 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock onward, just one meal of day instead of sometimes I graze from like 12 o'clock I start, I have a little bit of some fruit, and after an hour or two I have a little bit of that fruit. And because I didn't have the opportunity to eat as I want, because I don't eat on the go, I eat, I have to have a peaceful environment, and I have to know I have a time for it. I eat slowly, I pay attention what I'm doing when I'm eating. It's not like my head is there. My head is with my food, with the enjoyment of the eating of the food I love the most since the day I was born. And that is true. And because, yeah, I said that already, I'm going to repeat it again because I didn't eat enough for last 2.5 weeks, or maybe 3. I lost my weight a little bit again, but that's okay because I tried some clothes I used to wear like 15, 20 years ago, which fits my body, and I have the same size. So I'm okay about that. But what happened was that my detox from local anesthetics, dental, local anesthetics, vaccine, that's the name of it, kicked in more intensely. So I started detoxing more intensely, and uh, one of the side effects really affected me very strong, and that was lack of sleep. And that's another reason why I lost some more weight, because uh, when I don't sleep, I lose weight very fast. Even one night sleep can show it. And my head sometimes goes somewhere else, takes me in a back memories. Anyhow, so my sleep also affect me, my emotion very in a strong way. So I was also very emotional, and it was not this time the tears of the despair or any kind of pain we can find in our heart or mind. It was the tears of joy, because suddenly, like by miracle, I always treated people the same, but now when I go out, the people returning me the spirit of love. They like noticing it. Maybe they more hungry for it than in the past. I don't know what it is, but I'm getting that love back from strangers, not from my friends. I thought they were my friends, but they showed me by their actions opposite. So, but I was okay about it, because I am never alone. The God is with me, and God is my strength. But this time, I those last 3 weeks, they took me in such a path that if the love from other people did not arrive to me, I don't know how much strength just from myself I would be able to generate. Of course, I will have a God with me, but I may be under blanket crying, because it was building up. The forces against me were building up slowly but surely since the day my sweetheart, beautiful soul, Mango, left the earth. Of course, they come first with us in a goodwill, but that goodwill was just masked on their faces. They had different agenda. They lied to me to get close to me, to hurt me. But my God, he said, I protect my children. If anybody wants to hurt my child, he's going to answer to me. And he told me, never seek revenge. Many years ago, never seek revenge. Revenge is mine. Love your enemy. And I love them. I do love them, but I can't let them near me because they don't love me and they want to hurt me. And I don't like to be hurt. I like to be loved. So I close the door. Nobody's invited. Of that, then this true spirit is revealed, and Alain is not spirit of love. Now, before I forget, this is those two pairs. This is not rotten. It's funny, the camera really brings out the blemishes more than they look in reality, stronger than they look in reality, but true is, this is the pair, there's another one. See, yeah, this was what I'm looking for. See this brown? When I look at it, it's not so brown, but it's just the coloring of the skin. Those pairs are hard like rock, and I bought them 8 months ago. So I keeping them as the house decoration, and also my scientific mind is curious, you know, or my curiosity, I should say, more than scientific mind. The curiosity makes them to keep them. Maybe I can make earrings of them if they will last after 5 years. Not that I wear earrings, but maybe pair earrings, yes. So I will keep you updated each year how they going. And also, while I'm at it, before I start really talking about the topic of this video, I want to show you what fruit at the moment I'm munching on this time. Pawpaw. That's the half from yesterday. I couldn't eat it all at once. Plus, I wanted something else. I wanna, because I have other fruits. That's the nice seeds, beautiful seeds. I love pawpaw. It's so bright creation, beautiful creation here. Perfect skin. Some people eat skin. If the skin is edible, you can eat it. If it's very good, well-grown pawpaw, somewhere in a deep, somewhere in a country, without any chemicals. This is your choice. You can eat with the skin. So that's the pawpaw. I love pawpaw. Me and Mango, we used to buy boxes and boxes from the farm, not so far from here. But they changed the owner, the farm, and since then they're not so nice anymore. Obviously, some different chemicals are being used, maybe more aggressive chemicals. I can think, I think, and we stopped buying them. We were very disappointed. But this is from the same farm, and they getting better. Maybe they lost a lot of sales because who loved the mangoes? I mean, pawpaws. We used to buy them by box. Each week we go through box of those beauties, and then I think a lot of people stopped buying them because they were really like almost tasteless. And before they were full of flavor and juicy, now they were like dry and tasteless. So I think they have to change their ways if they want to keep the business and bring the customers back. Talking about mango, mango season is in for maybe a whole month now, and I love mango. Good. One day I shared the story about my first mango, how I ate my first mango. Beautiful. And the smell of mango, I love that smell, that perfume. Ah. Mango, pineapple. See, this is the fresh one I just bought a few days ago, Wednesday, and today is Tuesday, and today is Thursday. Another mighty beautiful perfume, beautiful, and the color and the shape. Do you know that each this segment is one fruit? There are a lot of fruits grown together because each this segment flowers. Each this segment have a beautiful purple, pinkish flower. So that's a pineapple from the local farm upstairs. I buy. We have a here good little shop. They selling fresh produce from the local farmers, but not everything you buy at the markets is available there, but at least high enough percentage to my satisfaction. Yummy. Oh, I love pineapple. Never can eat too much of it because this is acid-free one, but even because of that, I can't eat very much at once. My tongue starts getting like burning. And there is new season kind, and this is the real earrings. Look at that! What a beauty! I love grapes. So beautiful. And I admire the fruit. I always look at it when I eat it and thinking, this is so beautiful. Look at that. Grapes. You can even use it as hair if you have long bunches. When me and mom went in a Greece, we got that long, we didn't even fit in this, that long bunch, even longer than these bunches, straight from the gardens, but people gave us, but oh, they never wanted money because one bunch was heaps, they just roll up on a ladder, chop one big bunch for us, here you are, enjoy your day, thank you for coming adoring my garden, used to walk around adoring people's gardens. White peach with wet today from some other fruit. Grapes, they were in the fridge. This I never put in a fridge, but I make video about that, how I keep my fruit and how I pick my fruit and all that. Look at the beauty. And each one is totally different. You don't find a white peach with the same pattern on its skin. Tomato, they didn't have it the dark ones this time, they were already sold out. So I got the red one. And they're beautiful. Beautiful. Tomato. Yummy. I just peel it, cut it, eat it. Naughty one little bit if you don't have a control over it. Otherwise, very good friend of yours. If you love it, you love it. Avocado. I deliberately buy smaller ones. You can see by palm of my hand. Not too big avocado. Invisible as hearing. Maybe the third eye. Not so big. avocado, apple. How many apples I ate in my life, especially my childhood during the winter time. Beautiful. Apricot, apricot, in petticoat, in petticoat. Choo 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 choo. La 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 la. Love this fruit. Thankfully, somebody started growing in Australia apricot, which tastes like apricot, and it's juicy as well, not just some dry, tasteless production. Pear. For many years, since early childhood, since I remember, I never liked the pears. My mother, my brother, they liked the pears, but I always said, what do you have on this fruit? What do you have on this fruit? And then it dawned to me when I was adult. I went back to them and I learned what I didn't like on this very special fruit as well. It was the skin. The skin had not pleasant flavor. And I peeled the pears, and since then I realized I have to peel the pear. It's the skin which is not nice. I'm in love with this fruit. I eat them when they get slightly soft because then they so juicy and sweet. Orange! I forgot last time. Always, always with me since ever. But I loved oranges, but I could not buy them. I could not have them when I lived in a communism. But when I come to Australia, because I escaped communism, I love orange juice. And or eating oranges as they are. But after a few years, maybe 5 years of being on a fruit, I finally moved in a place. I was on traveling and sleeping in a tent, and I got the juicer and I started juicing oranges like this one first. And since then, I love to drink orange juice. Mango, he also loved drinking orange juice. So even before I met Mango, we both always have oranges near, so we can every day, if we're not fasting, have at least one glass of orange juice. White peach. I don't know if I said white peach, maybe I called it nectarine, I'm not sure. I'll show you the difference. This is white nectarine with the sticker from the supermarket. That's the only where I can get them because there is no plant for them here, I think. I'm almost sure. But look at that. What's the difference? This one is hairy, hairy, see? And this one is smooth. Ah, look, usually some little animals, like we have a lizards here, Munching on it. Cherries, bowl of cherries. It's not full, but that's the illusion. That's the how the glass is made. It looks like they are like that. Yeah, I understand. They like see they not. Yeah. Okay, cherries. They are in Australia. Christmas thing, Christmas tree. Everyone buys. Well, we can afford it. Cherries for a Christmas, whatever they call it, but on a Christmas table. And I wanna call them feast, Christmas feast. And the last naughty one, just like avocado, but very yummy. Mighty Julian, mighty, yummy, yum. This is not the best one. This side looks better. Those dark, dark spots, like see them here. That means the durian got stung. That means some little insect found the way inside. I don't blame them. And this is, I got the phone call. I just started writing letter to somebody. You know who I'm talking about. Who knows? Who knows? I'm writing letter to. Maybe it's listening today as well. Look at this. I started writing letter, and suddenly the phone rang. Oh, can we come and bring some durian? I said, please do. And that's the thesis. And I was delivered not only beautiful visitors from far north, further north, much further north, and this is the pieces from the durian, the segments which are inside that fruit. I just show you in case you never seen it before. This is seed sticking out a little bit. Another piece. See that when it's attached to the skin of the fruit and here. Mmm, yummy. And also sweet, pleasant aroma. And you always lick your fingers when you touch it because it would be waste. You just smudge it all over your skin. So that's the fruit I'm eating today. So I got like for very good price durians. Those people they took them down at the market, and what they didn't sell, they took on the way back home to the people they know they would like to buy some. This size, it's skinny one, usually they round, you know, this one is like skinny durian. I was given, this is one of the smaller ones, 6 durians for $50. Something gets stuck on my tooth. I don't like that. Anyway, so gift, gift. I also were given about 5 mangoes. But maybe that was earlier. Maybe I shared that with you already before. In last video, I'm not sure. Because too many things are happening. And this is the first time in my life when when I looked forward those holidays. Uh, because I never have to face at once so much. I didn't know how to even bear it to start with this year. In the beginning of this year, on the 25th of the March, I lost my Fruit buddy, also beautiful soul, who believed as me that love is the road we should walk on. And we also didn't take this world seriously. We just lived as much we could, like children having fun. Anyway, catching up on things we missed during our childhood when we didn't have the say, we have to obey the authority, including the parents, and we just climbed our childhood as much we could to have to enjoy life, and we built together beautiful memories. So one day when we meet again, he will say, and do you remember? And yeah, and that was that day, that was really good, and stuff like this. So I always have things to look forward to, that's for sure. Also, today, finally, I could sleep a full night because I knew that I saw the seeds. I can now relax, and the other one now have to work on what I told them they need to do. That's why I went to see them, to give them work. They now working on it, so I can sit back, relax, enjoy my life. Now the holidays are here. Nobody's coming in here. I'm getting only home care for one day, but nobody else is coming here organizing this and that and that and this and who knows what. And I feel already so much better after that one night of sleep. Unfortunately, I have to eat some potatoes, carrot, and what was it? Cauliflower to stop that detox. And that's why I finally could sleep. Now, yeah, I feel okay. Because now I'm fine, I'm going to continue eating fruit. And life goes on. Now, what I want to talk today about is really mention holidays already. So what people celebrating now, what the world celebrating, the Christian world, I should say, it's a birth of Jesus Christ. I'm not, I never studied religions. I never followed any religion. I don't know in the details what the other religions celebrating, but I know what I am celebrating. I do celebrate every day. I celebrate life. I wake up in the morning, I celebrate I woke up and I have another day ahead of me, and but everything is under my control. I make sure it's peaceful in the name of love, and I love to go in the garden. I love to create things. I love to read and lot of other things, music. I sing. I love to sing songs, play my guitar. I like to just sing whenever it comes to me when I do things. I like to dance. And I'm never bored. And there's other things, but I just don't want to think about them now. I just want to talk about that holiday, that celebration of Christians. We celebrate it at home. Also, are we Christians? Was my family Christian? No. In contrary, they said, there is no God. That's what I heard from them. Yet they celebrated Christmas. They bought that tree, they put all the things on them, they put the presents under the tree. You know, when I was kid, on the day of that celebration, like we celebrate, Europe celebrate 24th, and Australia and US 25. So they don't even know the day that Jesus was born because it's supposed to be celebrated birth of Jesus. Nobody really know the date when Jesus was born. And for me, when I get so anyway, so we on the 24th, because in the winter 4 o'clock is already dark, so we have to go out around 4 when dark started, and we were told come back in like hour and a half, for example. And I remember I have very vivid memories of flying on a toboggan, the snow toboggan. I used to love toboggan. So yeah, I used to go on a toboggan because we have hills very close, small one, big ones, to our apartment. And sometimes I just lie down on a toboggan looking at the beautiful stars and dream my dreams. And then when we come home, there was, we walk in the living room and there is Christmas tree lit with the candles, no electric lights. And there was table full of beautiful food, especially for me, because that was time when we can buy In communism, bananas, oranges, mandarins, and that's maybe it. And grapes. I love grapes. And so that what made me happy. That was the best thing for me, best present for me, which I got when I was 15. But that's a different story. So it had real magic, which was built on love. My parents said the presents come from Ježíšek, the Jesus, the baby Jesus. And we believed it. Even we never heard of Jesus. We didn't know who is Jesus. So it's my person. They heard of the Jesus. They didn't know the Jesus. They said God doesn't exist. So if they say God doesn't exist, how Jesus can exist? Jesus and God are one spirit. The Jesus is Son of God. So when I grew up, and anyway, when I was a child, I as I grow up, I understand the parents buying the presents, and every child, or almost every child, get very disappointed. They even cry when they finally being told it's not the Jesus, it's not that magic thing, it's the parents. They just play the game with you. And as for me, the Christmas, since I knew that, not only that, but since I start even more observing with my mind and spirit what's going on in my life, that I lived in very dysfunctional family. But at the Christmas time, during the whole Christmas holidays, there was love and peace. And I could not understand why we can't have it every day. You know, we have to go to have a bath before we go to have a dinner. We have to dress up in nice clothes before we get to that Christmas dinner. That never happened like in such a way on everyday basis. So maybe since I was 10 years old or 9 years old, uh, the Christmas time was not for me anymore something magic, something special, but in contrary, I was very sad because I could not comprehend how somebody can be so different from one day to another. It just didn't make sense to me. To make a long story short. And then I got more and more, and I said, and I learned it's a celebration of the Jesus being born. I said, how come my parents celebrating Christmas? They don't believe in Jesus. They don't believe in God. It just didn't make sense to me. So, yeah. And did something change? Did something change for me because of that? Yes, it did. When I left my parents, when I got married first time, and I was free from that family more. I could cook what I wanna cook. I can eat what I wanna eat. I can do in those on that level what I wanna do. I celebrated Christmas with the tree maybe twice, and then I stopped it because I said I'm not going to continue doing something because I myself didn't know the really God and Jesus. I know they exist, but I didn't understand what it is about. Now because I read Bible already for more than 40 years, of course not every day fully, but on and off, someday more, someday less, someday no. I learned that it's it's not the way I wanna celebrate the birth of the Jesus. I wanna celebrate it every day. And that's where I embrace this. I celebrate every day because I believe in love. I believe in, and because I believe in love and I do things to make sure I don't hurt myself and I do things which please me. And that's my of celebration. No to make some stories up and put a nice food on a table and overeat. Even me tends to overeat at the Christmas time because there were meals which were done only on the Christmas time, like potato salad, homemade by my mom. I could just live on it and some other stuff. But I don't want to talk about it here. I just want to talk more about what we actually celebrating, what the Christian world is celebrating, and even people who doesn't have a clue what's going on that spiritual level, what actually it is, the God, and what they actually celebrating, and how they celebrating. It's a loads of food, so it's celebration of overeating, overindulging. When people get so many presents, it's getting more and more even a fashion because I watch these young families, the children, they so overloaded with the presents. So when they open it, they just tear the paper like this. We were never allowed to do that. We used to keep the paper till next Christmas. We have to open it, undo the bows and undo the paper carefully and not tearing it. And when we were trying it, the parents were opening it for us. We sit next to them watching what they opening for us. And we really look at what we've got. And we show if we like it or not. Because kids, they don't wear masks. The bigger kids, they may try to show things, but they easy to read because they really don't have it in them. And uh, on the videos, what I see, it's tearing the paper like this, and they often even look at it what it is. It's open, they throw it aside, open another one, throw it aside, open another, and then they looking very small. They even want more, and that's that grief. What's what what we growing in those children with such a overload. We load them with the habit of greed. Give me more, 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 because that is the power of materialism, power of money. More, more, more. But that power is there only over the people who don't have that true spirit of God within them. And that's love. We all have it. So should say people who don't follow it, they pick the path of money. They put their trust in money. People believe the more money I have, the more safe I am. One cyclone, one bad storm, one landslide, one earthquake, inflation, or what have you, can take it of you within seconds. Your safety, your security. It's not, that's the illusion of this world. And those children today, they being brought, not all of them, but in those well-developed countries of the people who are well off, they so overdo it that they actually, in a way, damaging their their the perception of their children about the reality of the true values for humans. It's never money. And so I used to be upset for Christmas. And one Christmas, I was going out with this guy and I went to his family to celebrate Christmas. I was invited because I lived on my own and we were going out for a while. I knew the family, I used to visit and stuff. And bought them presents and they bought me presents. But with the years, because I was with these guys for about 3 years, so it was the last year I was out going, no, smudge it, forget that. I left that guy for a reason because he didn't treat me with respect. So I left him, but I was friends with his sister. I was still friendly with him and his brother. And so I was invited each year for Christmas because when I was on my own, that is, because I wasn't always on my own. And, but I was for 2 years after I left him. But anyway, 1 year, because I always believe the Christmas is not about the presents, or if it is over the presents, it should not be the gold and expensive stuff. It should be just something I made from my heart, and I love that idea. And I did this, and something small too, not some huge thing. So I got this um, shells from walnut, from the walnuts, which I ate sometimes those days. And I bought this thing when you boil it, you can play with it like Play-Doh, and then you boil it or bake it, and it's get firm. Then you can paint of it and so on. So I use those shells from the walnuts to make a turtles. And I make for everyone turtle. And each turtle was very original. And I loved them. And of course, I wrapped it up in a paper. It was just tiny present. And then come the tree night with the tree and the presents. And I was so happy. I made such a good present this year. It's so original, so beautiful, so humble, and all that. Nobody got it. They get offended. They unwrap the present. They look at it. What's this? Like this. What's this? So they show their true values. I would be besides myself if somebody do something like that for me. And yeah. And since then, I stopped doing Christmas altogether. Hmm? I can't help myself. I said, don't eat, you're talking now. Because I was touching the grapes here. I couldn't help myself. I had to eat one. Yeah, and I observed through my life that the celebration of the Christmas, the birth of the Jesus, when I say Jesus, people look at me like this, but they all have that tree with lot of presents. And I observed with the time that the people celebrate with more food and more presents. And I wonder where is that going to stop? I had an interview with one uh, Czech media person, and I don't know her first name, but her surname is Hanichova. And she said, if you don't give her golden Rolex watch, she will be offended. To me, that's a joke. Like, I would not even think about something like that. I just I can't stop wonder what the people in the name of birth of Jesus doing. How twisted, how mango fried, topsy-turvy world. Everything is fully opposite. In communism, we knew everybody was aware the propaganda is the lie. And now that I was studying, I don't know, I lost it. Maybe something I'm not allowed to say, and if I hear, it's the Christmas time is not happy time for me. If I think about it, how is it presented? What is it about? What's going on in this world? It makes me sad. I'm sad for those people who they so deep in that darkness. It's for me difficult to see the way out for them. maybe, or not maybe, but surely, the only miracle will help most of them. And it would be miracle of love, miracle of God's love, living God. He was born. Jesus was born for a reason. Anyhow, I don't wanna say that people are not nice because they celebrate Christmas. I don't wanna attack anybody. I just wanna say that how I perceive it, it's my truth. I'm not going to lie to you here. That's what I'm not here for. I'm just here to share with you my experiences and how I perceive certain things. And I wish, what's the time? I don't see it. I think time is really here for me to go. I hope I didn't upset you. I upset a bit myself, but I'm okay. I will snap out quickly because, yeah, it is sad from my point of view. It is very sad. So I hope you also celebrate with joy and love every day. I hope you know that love is the best value you can ever have in your life. And the love is the reason why I decided to eat only fruit. There was other things I like to eat, but I let them go. I said, I want to eat the food which doesn't hurt the plant or even take a life away from the plant. This is your living food. Yeah, there is a twin. Oh, no, it's not. Ah, that's, look at that. It's just those cherries. There's three and they won. Love. Love yourself and love others. Create everything with love. Decide everything with love. Eat with love. And then you celebrate every day because that's the true celebration. To live consciously with love. We all have a love in our heart, and if I tell you that much, if you pay attention to it, if you cultivate it, if you embrace it, it will bring you every day joy. Even in a day of suffering, you would know that the love will take you through it. You know, when Mango died, I could then get drunk. I could do, I don't know what, to like make myself numb. I'm not going to go through this. I love myself. I let go and experience everything which naturally came to me in the name of grief. And I'm getting better. When I could not bear it anymore, I went in water. What helped me? Water helped me. God helped me. I was calling to God. So with the God, it, it, the life is much more rich. Not in material things, but the richness of plenty of love. Some people may abuse that love, but soon as I see it, I say bye bye. Nesmin, I can't sing the songs. I think it's not allowed here because the copyright. But but anyway. So I have to go now. I don't have to, but I'm going because the time flies and I had only one juice today and it's already 6 o'clock, after 6 o'clock. And because I woke up at 12 today, so my day is very short, but I'm very happy, very happy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your love. And all the best. Till next time. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And as I did making it, at least. And don't forget to exercise. Stretch. Mm. So you feel better as well. Get those endorphins into you and out of you. So, all the best. See you next Friday or whenever you have a time to look at it if you want to. Thank you.